Gayle King has been talking to those people who put Donald Trump over the top. Gayle?
I have been talking to them, Scott, and they are very happy in this room right now. Ben Carson received a huge warm welcome, and immediately after he stopped talking, people started gathering their things, heading out the door because they want to party. But Mike Moberley is from Florida, and he says, nope, I'm going to stick it out to the bitter end. A lot of people like Mike said this: Donald Trump was not my first choice, but he is their final choice. That's what you said as well.
That's exactly what I said. You know, it's just a passion of these people out here. I'm a local party chair, and I've been receiving phone calls since starting in October. Today alone, I received up to 17 phone calls from supporters in Citrus County, Florida, and each one has a story to tell. Many of them are Democrats who have made a decision to change to Republicans so they could vote in the primary.
Because you said, Mike, that this isn't just a man running for office.
And that is the difference. He's not a politician. You know, I feel that he hasn't tried to craft his image over all these years so someday he could be a politician. Donald Trump is exactly who he was in the past, exactly who he is today, and he's not trying to craft himself to be a politician. And I think that's why this movement that's happening.
You call it a movement.
It is a movement. Unlike past elections where people get behind a politician, these people are just passionate about it.
Did you see it coming?
No, I didn't, and actually I misjudged it. But the reality is, after receiving hundreds and hundreds of phone calls and listening to these people's stories, you know, a lot of people call me in the past and just would simply ask questions. These people call me to tell me their story.
It may be a movement, but what does it say to you that Mitt Romney isn't here, John Kasich, the governor of this state isn't here, the two presidents from the Bush family are not here?
What it tells you is they're not seeing this movement, and they're missing the boat. The Republican Party is changing, and we're changing for the future. And these are people that, you know, most of these people are people that have sat on those sidelines. They're no longer wanting to sit on the sidelines. In fact, they tell me over and over again that they've not been active, and they are fed up and they want to be active. And these are passionate people.
All right, Mike, I feel your passion right here. I feel it. I feel it. Scott and Nora, back to you.
Yeah, great interview, Gayle. And what you really set up, I think, is what is one of the storylines out of this convention. This is the party convention, the Republican convention, but it's also about Donald Trump, and there's still tension there, right, Charlie?
When Donald Trump, as his son said, sat out on this journey, and nobody thought he could win, and Donald Trump won this nomination, and he believes he'd won it on his own without the party. But a general election is very different, and he's going to need the support of the party, and he does not have, they have not convinced him that they have something to say that can benefit him and that they need him. At every step, he has to find out whether he can trust his intuition or he needs to look at a general election as a very different process. And whether he will do that will be decided in his speech and how this campaign goes forth.
But he's not showcasing those party leaders. The party leaders in Congress were relegated to earlier speaking slots, not prime time. When people tried to hire a former Bush speechwriter to write Melania Trump's speech, he sent in the text, and it was sent back, and it appears tonight, as we're reporting, that the Trump campaign, perhaps Melania Trump, as the New York Times says, wrote that part of the speech that's accused of plagiarism.
Which suggests so far he is relying on his own instincts and intuition and his family.
Charlie Rose, thank you.